Good morning, students. Today we start session 4 in software engineering. So, the software development lifecycle models. In software lifecycle model, we are initially developing to realize running and maintenance the software lifespan in divided into different phases. Each phase has a milestone product. For software lifecycle model, we use different lifecycle models, that is waterfall model, prototyping model, spiral model, interactive enhanced model, elementary development model. In any product or any application, we need a life cycle to develop the process, because to analyze how much of the process will be completed, we call it is as a milestones. How we can reach the milestones? The major part of the software engineering are analysis, design, developing, testing, maintenance. These are the five major parts in the developing of software application. Any waterfall model, any life cycle of a model, these five will be involved in many, in some areas or different areas. These five compulsory involved in development of the software product or application. They designed different models for a software applications. Here one is waterfall model, prototype model, spiral model, interactive enhanced model, evaluatory development model. In waterfall model, or we call it as a waterfall life cycle model, the main five major parts are analysis, design, implementation, testing and maintenance. Here there is a flow diagram, flow directions is also there. We cannot directly go to testing, or we cannot directly go to maintenance, or we cannot directly go for design. If you go for directly design, it is a wastage of time, because when you go for designing or developing stage, the part of the software developing application is partially only, because we are not analyzing or study of a particular product. In generally, the user thinks the user thinks they need one application, and their view can be presented us, but we analysis if the real-time application is going to be developed, we have to be study on the particular application. So the waterfall life cycle model, the earliest life cycle model, it is called as a earliest life cycle model. Completion of one phase is identified by the attention of the set of associated deliverables. So each phase having a set of associated deliverables, that is stages. The each stage we are completing some of the stages to complete to achieve the goals of a project. The deliverable from form the contract for the next phase. If the stage one phase one is completed, we go for the phase two, that is called as a deliverable form the contract for the next phase. The approach of imposes a linear of documents from successive phases with no opportunity to revise previous phases. Linear means it is a step by step process, or you can call it as a straightforward. Handle requirement changes badly, so the customer needs have to clear idea of their requirements. Design decisions are difficult to reverse. So if the customer is not given full-fledged analysis, then once we go for the designing, we cannot go back and we cannot analysis, because it is a lot of difficulty, and redesigning is also impose on the cost increases. Now we go for one of example what the waterfall model tells. If you go the real time example, this is actually we call it is as a 5 steps in a developing any application. That is, one is analysis, second one is design, third one is implementation, fourth one is testing, and fifth one is the maintenance. In general, suppose you want to be build a house, then directly in the empty place you cannot build, because you need to be purchase the land. Where you have to purchase, that is also you go you thinking, that is called is a analysis. Where my house has to be built and what is the cost of that particular land, and you thinking as a two-stair building or three-stair building or only ground floor building. These steps is also comes under the analysis of the your building house or building a house. So here each and every product the same you have to be analysis. Each and every we should be think only the analysis, like this only. After purchasing a land, you think that my house is should be like this, my house should be like this, or you can call it as a so that so that you are seeing some important places in somewhere else, some buildings, model buildings, and you have to be analyzed my house should be like this and internal, and then you go for the models, designing models. That is here the design. After analysis of your house, how much budget you having, then you go for the designing. That is a architect. You're calling an architect, or you have to go move to architect and placing something. Sir, my house should be like a first floor or ground floor or two-story building. Please give me the plan, and he is going to be designed. After design, you have to be see the modifications or something of something. Then you go for plan for the municipal office. After the plan received, then only you go for the implementation. That is the construction of your house. So after construction, the same process in the development also. The design, whatever the design you designed on the paper, and it will be shown to the customer. Those who have given the products are you have to design like this. We have to show the view, and he is also giving some suggestions. He is also giving some suggestions, and again redesigning the same thing. After completion of that particular phase, we go for the testing, implementation. So you are writing the code based on the paperwork, whatever the designs you have designed, that will be implemented by writing the source code. After writing the source code, you are going for the test. Here each and every source code having a parts, that is called as a modules, and each and individual modules has to be designed some of the peoples, and they go for the test them result. After that, you go for the integration of the testing, that is called as a testing. So after testing the product, and we go for the delivery to the customer, he wants to be share the users, and they are using. If you having any difficulties or any errors, then we go giving as a maintenance. The maintenance should be every 15 days or 1 month or year, 1 year. That is depending upon the product design and its ability of a product. So what is the classical waterfall model? The classical waterfall model is divides the life cycle into the phases shown in the below figure. The figure is like here: feasibility study, requirement analysis and specification, design, coding and unit testing, integration and system testing, finally maintenance. Previously we discussed that is only the waterfall model. This is a classical waterfall model. What is mean by feasibility study? See here, the main aim of the feasibility study activity is to determine whether it would be financially and technically feasible to develop a product. So when the user has to give a product or application design, you have to be study whether the application is possibility or not. If it is possible, you have to be see how much the financial will be effort, and what are the technical or technology people required to develop a product. And in the feasibility study, we have to involves the analysis of the problem and the collection of all relevant information relating to the product such as that it would be input to the system. So feasibility study means the user what they develop the product, they need a product, he told to develop a product, but his idea is only to develop a product and it is given to the users. But our aim is we have to be consider the real time situations. That is called as a study. The view of the customer as well as the usage of the customer you have to study, and you have to be the real time how it will be implemented, what is the duration to develop the application, and what is the cost for this application. You have to be thinking an abstraction problem definition is a rough description of the problem which consider only the important requirements and ignores the rest. Here in the feasibility study we roughly design the problem and the importance of the requirements. Formulation of the different solution strategies. The problem we have to be solve in different ways. So that we can make some strategies, and you can assume that the estimation time is also based on the strategies. Analysis of analysis of alternative solution strategies to compare the benefits and shortcoming. So different types of analysis or strategies so that we can get the benefits and the shortcoming of developing a product. Requirement analysis and specification. The aim of the specific requirements analysis and specification phase is to understand the exact requirements of the customer and the document them properly. This phase consisting of two distinct activities, namely requirements gathering and analysis and requirement specification. In the requirement analysis, what are the requirements required to develop a activity, and which type of specifications is required, like we need to be develop in Android or some area or Java, .NET or any application specification that we have to be analysis. Requirement analysis means the development stage we have to be analysis. After requirement analysis we need requirement gathering. The goal of the requirement gathering activity is to collect all the relevant information from the customer regarding the product to be developed with a view to clearly understanding the customer requirements and weeding out the incompleteness and inconsistent these requirements. The requirement analysis activities begin by collecting all the relevant data regarding the product to be developed from the user of the product and from the customer through interviews and discussions. After collecting all the information, that is the requirement analysis, through the customer as well as the users who want to be used, we make some interviews or discussions or something. After collecting all this in, we go for the next stage of the developing a product. So next one is the requirement specifications. The customer requirements identified during the requirements gathering and analysis activities are organized into SRS documentation. So here the SRS means software requirement specification. So each and every point we should be maintained in the software requirement system. That is, we can by the software requirement system we can give the user manual to the users. For example, if you go through any refrigerator, washing machine, TV, or any product like a car, bike, something, each and everywhere we are giving as a user manual, because in some stages the user manual will be helps to identify the problem, so that it is easy to rectify by the user. That's why whatever the data we are collecting, that will be placed in the SRS document, software requirement system. The SRS document is written using the end user terminology. End user terminology means developer stage. End user terminology. This makes the SRS document understand by the customer. After all its importance, that SRS document be reviewed and approached by the customer. The SRS document normally serves as a contract between the development team and the customer. Any further dispute between the customer and the developers can settle by examining the SRS document. It is therefore an important document which must be truly understood by the developer team and reviewed jointly with the customer. The SRS document provides not only the basis for a carrying out all the development activities, but also the basis of for several other documents such as the design document, the user manual, and the system test plan, etc. Next one, design. The goal of the design phase is to transfer the requirements specified in the SRS document into a structure that is suitable for implementing in some programming language. In technical terms, during the design phase, the software architecture is derived from the SRS document to distinguish different design approach are available. Here the main important role will be played in the design. Like I will discuss one of the example, like everyone is using Google Pay and Phone Pay. Is there any difference between Google Pay and Phone Pay? No, because only the design is different. In 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 the application, all our activities are similar to each. In the Phone Pay or Google Pay, you can phone recharge, we can transfer the wallet money from one place to another, you can recharge the DTH, we can recharge phone recharges of different operators, you can reservation for the hotels, we can book the ticket, bus tickets, aeroplane, train tickets. So these applications both are equal, but where the similarity will be in different in design. Because I am a designer, I can copy the same Google Pay for application, same as it is. Then we have a face a difficulty problem by the law. That is, the copyrights will be implemented on a particular application. So when you are designing an application, you must be see whether it should not be copied. That's why the design is a very important, and it is a user friendly, because your design is very good but user will not understand, then that application will be failure. Any application is designed and given to the user, it is easy to use, easy to understand, and easy to friendly environment, then only the application should be successful application. See the difference. We have a Paytm is there, Google Pay is there, Phone Pay is there. Lot of people they are using Google Pay and Phone Pay. Why the people are not using Paytm? Because they're having some difficulties and their charges is high when comparing with the Google Pay and Phone Pay. In the Google Pay or Phone Pay, the wallet amount we can send directly the amount account by the person phone number without any charge. But in the Paytm, if you want to be send the same thing, it should be charging the amount. That is based on one application to one application. There is a lot of differences that will be having a design phase. For traditional design approach, the traditional design approach is currently being used by many software development houses. Traditional design consisting of two different activities. First is structured analysis of the requirement specifications is carried out where the detailed structure of the problem is examined. This is followed by the structured design activities. During the structured design, the result of the structure analysis are transferred into the software design. Structured analysis involves preparing a detailed analysis of the different functions to be supported by the system and identification of the data flow among the different functions. Data flow diagrams are used to perform structured analysis and to document the results. Object-oriented design approach. In object-oriented design is relatively new technique. In this technique, various objects that occur in the problem domain and the solution domain are firstly identified and different relations that exist among these objects are identified. In object-oriented program, it is a pictorial representation and the user needs what are the important steps must be identified in a pictorial representation. So that the pictorial representation means we can call it as a flow chart. The flow chart will be tells what is the first step, what is the second step, and it is in a linear solution. So that whenever we go for the design, we can easily see when you seeing a diagram or a picture, the development is also the easiest way. It is a new technology. The OOD approach has several benefits such as lower development time and effort and better maintainability of the product. Next one, coding and unit test. The purpose of the coding and unit test phases of the software development is translate the software design into the source code. Each component of the design is implemented as the program module. The end product of the phase is a set of program modules that has been individually tested. A coding stand address issue such as the standard ways of laying out of the program codes, the template for laying out the functions of the module headers, committing guidelines as variables and function naming conversions, the maximum number of source lines pertaining in each model, and so forth. During the phase, each module is unit tested to determine the correct working of all the individual models. It involves the testing each module in isolation as this is the most effective, efficient way to debug the error identified at this stage. Here when you're designing an application, we are writing some code. That code should be a modules. Modules means subprogramming. That subprogrammings are designed by the developers of 1 to 50 members. Each and every developer they are writing the code and they are testing. When you integrate one module to another module, that is a subprogramming one subprogramming to another subprogramming, we go for the testing. At a time we cannot merge or integrated of 50 modules or 100 modules. We have to go 1 to 10 or 1 to 5 modules, so that integration is successful. Then we go add additional. That testing we call it is as a unit testing. Unit wise means sub modules testing, and you have to follow the guidelines, and you have to give the guidelines so that it will be placed in the SRS document. After integration and system testing, after integrating of all the submodules, it should be integrated, and after integration we test the system. We given to the people as a beta version, that is called as a beta testing. The beta application is a trial version. You can see the many applications they are releasing the beta version. That beta version is a trailer for 1 month or 2 months. If any errors occurred, or the number of users or more users are getting any struck, or not getting the results, we will rectify by using the beta version. There we can test. Suppose if you develop one application and it will be delivered as a beta version, 10,000 users at a time they are working, whether that application is supported or not. We will check in the beta version. You can check, that is called as a system testing. We are giving the data by using this, the users requirement or the application running 10,000, how the strategy of the product, 50,000 or 1 lakh, what is the strategy of the system application. We can check it. That is called as a system testing. After system testing, we giving as a maintenance. Maintenance of a typical software product requires much more effort than the affordable necessary to develop the product itself. Maintenance involves performing any one or more of the following three kinds of activities: correcting errors that were not discovered during the product development phase, this is called as a corrective maintenance; improving the implementation of the system and enhancing the functionality of the system according to the customer requirements, this is called as a perfect maintenance; porting the software to work in a new environment. For example, porting may be required to get the software to work on a new computer platform or with a new operating system. This is called as a adaptive maintenance. How many types of maintenance are there? One is corrective maintenance, perfect maintenance, and adaptive maintenance. So for any product, we need a maintenance. Like example, if you take a LED light of 90 watts or something, they are giving as a 1 year warranty, or some LEDs they are giving as a 2 years, some LEDs they are given as a 5 years warranty. Here the LED has a lifetime when they manufacturing minimum of 1 lakh times they can switch off and switch on a LED, so that they're giving as a only the 25% of the warranty only, not 100%. That's why the 1 year warranty means the switch cannot be every time, daily they can switch on and switch off only more than 10 times or 20 times in the 1 year. It cannot reach the 1 lakh. so that they are giving us a 1 year warranty. So if within the one the LED light failures, it is the problem of the manufacturing, not for the user. Like that, you can go for the TVs or refrigerator. They are giving us a 5 years of compressor warrant. Before 5 years, it having any problem, then that it's a manufacturer defect. They will replace the compressor. Some compressors they giving us a 2 years. Some compressors they are giving us a 3 years. Some 5 years and some 7 years, like that. Because the ability of that developer or the manufacturer having the ability to test the product, and they can give the 25 to 50% of the warranty only, the maintenance. They are not giving 100%. Whatever the result they are getting in the developing stage, they are getting 100%. Here they give only the 50% of the maintenance. That means where the defect will be identified, that will be giving as a maintenance for a deadly time, like 1 year or 2 years they can give, so that within the 1 year maximum problems will be rectified. Not only this one, we can see the Windows also. We are having a Windows 3, Windows 3.1, Windows 95, Windows 98, Windows 2000, Windows 2000 XP, Windows 2000 Millennium, Windows 2007, Windows 2010. Like operating systems also having lot of operating system in the Windows. Only the version is changes, because when they develop a product, they given as a users they are using. After that they find some errors, then they given as a updated version. That updated version we call it is as a Windows 95. The updated version of 95 is Windows 98. The updated version of 98, that is the 2000. Here the updated means the defects or errors or something else in the user's requirement, they changing the facility. Like each and every product, even though you can go for the mm, tea podi or coffee podi, you can see the name of green label. Previously the product is only the green label, now it is a combination of green label with brew. See, there is a integration between the two major companies. They having a lot of fan followers. Like each and everywhere, they use the customers to migrate themselves and use the large product itself, so that the people cannot deviate from the same software to other. Like one more example, you can see the starting itself, the Google Pay and Phone Pay, they have only the wallet transaction. After that they updated. Recently also the phone is updated, Phone Pay is also updated. 15 days two times it is updated, because they find some errors and they are giving some updated version. The updated version means they are giving as a maintenance of that particular application and adding something and given to the customers. This is what happens in the models. That is maybe classical waterfall model or waterfall model, if they will be like this. In the next topic we go for the another water models. Okay, thank you.